the day. We've still got one more game to go this weekend, but we've got one more game to go today, and we are rock and rolling. Hey guys, how you going today? BK Sport. We are live for the West Tigers taking on the Penrith Panthers, and I'm going to have to absolutely slap through this team list because the game does start in less than 5 minutes' time. I was trying to order food, but I cannot order food now, so I will do it in a second. But guys, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get into the two teams. So the Tigers, they come into this game from 13th position. The Panthers come into this game from 15th position. And this is at CommBank Stadium in Sydney, which is the home of the West Tigers for today. They've got 3 home stadiums, to be fair. This is just where they've chosen out there in Parramatta, which is actually kind of where the Panthers... This is weird, actually. The Tigers are playing against the Panthers at CommBank Stadium, which is the home of the Eels. But the Panthers are also using CommBank Stadium as their home ground this year because Penrith Stadium is being rebuilt. So the Eels and Panthers, this is their home ground. But today's home game is for the Tigers, who have Leichhardt and Campbelltown readily available, but have chosen CommBank here. So make it make sense. But anyway, the point of the matter is, this is at CommBank Stadium, and the Tigers are the home team against the other home team, the Panthers. Ins here for the Tigers: Charlie Murray, Jarrell Skelton, Kit Laulilii, Latu Fainu, and Luke Laulilii, with the outs being Alex Twell, Brent Naden, Charlie Staines, Royce Hunt, and Tristan Hope. The fullback is Dream Buller. The wingers, Sonia Dorova and Jarrell Skelton. Centers of Adam Dewey and Stafford Toa. The 5'8" is Heath Mason, with the halfback being Jerome Luai. Front row forwards are Terrell May and Sione Fainu, with Apisai Koroisau in the number 9. Back row, Samwala Fainu and Tony Sukar, with the 13 being Alex Seyfarth. Interchange of Latu Fainu, Jack Bird, Kit Laulilii, and Charlie Murray, with the 18th man replacement being Luke Laulilii, and the coach is Benji Marshall. A lot of Lauliliis in this team. Look, obviously, Sonia Dorova used to play for the Panthers. Jerome Luai used to play for the Panthers. Apisai Koroisau used to play for the Panthers. This team is littered with ex-Panthers players, man, and they once did actually have... Isaiah Papali'i, who's now at the Panthers, who was at the Tigers. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. The Tigers, this team is very up and down. You know, it's a bit of a strange team this year where they are a lot better than where they have been. They've obviously won 3 wooden spoons in a row. But with that being said, they are still down there in 13th position, and nothing's really going to be changing too much from this. If they win, they'll go up to 12th. But, you know, if they lose, they go on to bottom 4. So, look, again, better, but we just want to see a bit of consistency out of them. They are developing into the team they want to be. Developing. They are not there yet. And this is why I say Tigers fans, even though they say I'm a hater. They're developing into a good team in the future. All right? But give it time. Give it patience. But just chill out a little bit. The Tigers are coming, just not coming just yet. The Panthers, on the other hand, Brad Schneider, Isaiah Papali'i and Luke Garner are in, with the outs being Dane Laurie, Harrison Hassett, and Matty Eisenhuth. The fullback is Dylan Edwards, with wingers being Thomas Jenkins and Brian To'o. Centers of Isaac Tungo and Casey McLean. 5'8" is Blaise Salungi, with the halfback being Nathan Cleary, who's also the captain. Front row forwards of Moses Leota and Lindsay Smith, with the number 9 being Mitch Kenny. Back row, Scotty Sorensen and Liam Martin, with the 13 being Isaiah Yeo. Interchange, Luron Patea, Brad Schneider, Isaiah Papali'i, and Luke Garner, with the 18th man replacement being Luke Summerton, and the coach is Ivan Cleary. I am going to take the Panthers here today. I am going to tip the Panthers. They are below them on the table. They are even worse than the Tigers have been this year. That's why they are below them. With that being said, they can jump them today. But the point of the matter is that this Panthers team, I just feel like they might be able to go on a bit of a run around this point. This is the point they need to put themselves onto a run. The Tigers, their points differential is really poor, so they do need to start thinking about it. And look, the Panthers are a team down the bottom of the table, but I think this is a little bit of a facade where the Panthers can kind of go from here, right? Like, I do think the Panthers might be able to utilise this period of the season as a real big beneficial, because the 18-10 win of the Eels, they did lose 25-6 to the Knights. Like, maybe this team, maybe, I don't know, I'm still thinking, maybe I'm still thinking that this Panthers team is the same team based off of recent years where they've won 4 premierships in a row. I don't know, man. Maybe I am a little bit all over the shop, because this is actually a really important game for Penrith, because they have a bye next week, but then they take on the Warriors in New Zealand and then the Bulldogs at CommBank Stadium before a bye, and then they take on the Eels again. So their next 2 games after this, separated in between 2 byes, they're just squished in between like a nice little jam donut against the Bulldogs and the Warriors. So this is an extremely important game for the Panthers, because they could easily, if they lose this game, go 0-3 from the next 3 games if they lose this game. That is tough schedule for the Panthers coming up. So, yeah, they need to win this one. I don't know. I'm going to take the Panthers, but I know the NRL this year, man. I know the NRL, as in I don't know the NRL. No one knows the NRL because it's just upset season for the most part. Look, this weekend hasn't really been a great deal of upsets, but there has been so many across the competition this year. So I do understand the Tigers could win this. Maybe they get up for it. They are in a higher position than them, but I will take the Panthers here today. Quickly in regards to the table, because they are running out onto the field, the Tigers just got out there. Tigers, they're on 12 points, equal with the Knights. They've got minus 58 points differential. If they win this game, they would go above the Rabbitohs, who just got thumped by the Raiders. They would have to win by 11 points or more to go above the Dragons as well. But that's pretty much the highest points that we're getting to, unless they won by 36 or more to go above the Roosters. So there is a good chance they could go to 11th. They're probably more so looking at 12th. Well, they would be looking at 12th if they win. But if they lose this game, the Panthers would go above them. They'd go down into 14th. And if they lose by 7 points or more, they'd actually go below the Knights too into 15th, and then there's also the play of if the Eels beat the Bulldogs tomorrow, however many the Tigers lose by today, minus 58, and then the Eels are minus 87. It's about a 30. Sorry, it's about a 30-point switch, 29-point switch. So if we can see a switch between the Tigers losing by a decent enough margin and the Eels getting a big enough margin, which I don't think will happen, they could go into 15th. But that's as far as they can go. That is as far as they can go. So the Tigers not going to be going up too high, but they also could drop off low. But I'm probably expecting them to go into 15th with a loss. The game has started here. The Tigers with the ball at the 13, but I will quickly go through the Panthers table as well. Panthers in 15th position on 11 points. If they are to win this game, they're minus 13, but who cares about that because points differential doesn't really matter for them at the moment with their draw. They would immediately go above the Knights and the Tigers, and that's where they would finish in 13th position for the weekend. If they lose this game, the only team they can go below is the Eels if the Eels beat the Bulldogs tomorrow. Again, points differential doesn't matter. Panthers points differential is minus 13, Eels minus 87, but that draw works in beneficial in this sense for the Eels, not for the Panthers. But there you go, guys. I'm going to tip Penrith in this game. Maybe it's just because you still have that consistent mindset of the last 5 years where Penrith made the grand final in 2020. They've won 4 premierships in a row, comparatively to the Tigers, who are coming off the back of 3 wooden spoons in a row. So you maybe still have that thought process. Maybe I might be reading this wrong. It's a difficult game to predict based off of that. You know, coming into this year, these two teams have had completely opposite last 3 years and definitely completely opposite just like 5 years in general. Even to go back to when the Panthers were having their rough days in 2010s, they were still at least competing for the 8, and the Tigers haven't made the finals since 2011. But anyway, like I said, guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Panthers with the ball, fit tackle at the 40 on the Tigers side of the field. Olivia says it was mustard in the kitchen with the candlestick. I don't know what you're talking about. Casey says succulent Chinese meals for everyone. Oh man, we talk about food like I was going to try to order some food and I didn't have time to do it. Penalty to the Tigers though. Penalty to the Tigers. Woohoo! Now we're talking. David says Panthers paying $26 for the premiership the other week at Sportsbet. Look, I think that's actually value. I don't think the Panthers are going to win the comp. Don't get me wrong. Like again, they lost to the Knights 25-6 2 weeks ago, and the Knights are awful. In front of the kicker there is the penalty to the Tigers, so they'll get this ball to about the 40, I would say. But yeah, look, they lost the Knights 25-6 2 weeks ago, so we really shouldn't even be thinking about it. But then again, that was with all of their players out due to Origin, really. And then last week they beat the Eels and it's like the Eels aren't anything spectacular. Obviously, they're down there in second last right now, with a chance if they lose by 150 million to go into last position. Please, Bulldogs, please, can you give them a whack? Can you just give them a 100-point whacking? I'm not asking for much. Bulldogs fans. I really am not. We'll just win by 100 tomorrow, please. Third tackle for the Tigers at the 30, and they'll go to the right-hand side, and Heath Mason gives it off to Terrell May, and Terrell May will be at the 25. I wonder if he gets into the Origin team. What he said was relatively disrespectful on his social media when he didn't get selected. So it'd be interesting to see if he can get past that and they will select him because he has earned a spot. Jerome Lua, but then Keon Kolomatangi has been as well. Heath Mason, fit tackle, 5 minutes out. No, taken down. 3 meters away here from the line. 4 minutes into the game here. Because obviously the Origin teams get named over the next 24 hours for a game number 2 when Queensland will win. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Okay, I've already answered that question about the Super Rugby Pacific Ange. Casey says, I'll take the Panthers, but I'd like the Tigers to get up today. Yeah, it'd be great to see the Tigers get up today. Both these two teams are down there. Whoever loses goes into the bottom four, and whoever wins gets themselves out of the bottom four. I know the Tigers are out of the bottom four now, but for the sake of the conversation, whoever loses bottom four, whoever wins out of the bottom four. Muzzle flashes in the bag for Penrith. There has not been... I'm sure there's plenty of bags in Penrith, but in regards to this game, I don't think anything's in the bag for Penrith. Yes, they may have won 4 premierships in a row, but they're currently third last with a chance of going, into second last by the end of the weekend. So I don't think that there's any in the bag. Jason's score, mate. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. First time. Really proud of you, Jay. Really proud. You're starting to learn. You are really starting to learn to tell me to refresh that score. Really good stuff, mate. Really good stuff. You're coming along as a moderator. So third tackle here at the 45 on the Panther side of the field. Bleacher says, go Lachlan Galvin. Yeah, looking forward to seeing Lachlan Galvin today. Just not today and maybe tomorrow instead. Jerome Luai at the back here to Heath Mason at the 45 off to Dream Buller. And Dream Buller taken down at the 40 on fourth tackle. Edwards got whacked. He did get whacked. As I was talking about Bulldogs whacking Eels tomorrow, he did get whacked. So fifth tackle for the Tigers at the 25. So it's funny, I went on to Grab before. Grab is like an Uber Eats kind of thing here. It's like Uber where you can do the transport but also the food. Because I don't think Uber's allowed to be here in Thailand. And everything's in Thai, so I don't know what I'm ordering. I just have to go via the pictures, which is fine. But like, I could order something absolutely horrific. I could order something like a bloody rat's toe or some shit. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's all in Thai. I don't want. I need English. All I know is so at the crap and cop good crap. And also how to avoid Katoi. Fit tackle here at the 35. Deary me, chicken feet soup. Mate, BJ, we're all over it. We're all over it. Better than it being an Indian. Not necessarily. I actually do find Hindi a lot. Obviously, you still don't understand it. Tigers get this ball out of 30. I would say that the way Thai language is, like how it's, like the spelling and stuff, the letters and all that, is way more confusing to look at than any other language in the world. Like, from off the top of my head. And as a penalty to Tigers, 2 penalties against the Panthers early doors here, 6 minutes in. I would say that just looking at the Thai language confuses the living shit out of you. Hindi is bad, but I feel like just with all the swirls and the curls and the dips and the dots, like, I don't know, I feel like Thai is so difficult. Like, if you don't know what it is, go and have a look. Okay, Blitzy says armpit curry. You need some serious help. You need some serious help, Blitzy. First, you're talking to us about your foot fetish here on the channel. Secondly, you make us sit through. The Sharks. For gosh sake, Blitzy. You make us sit through the Sharks. I've already got to deal with my team with the Titans, and now you make us sit through the Sharks. You talk about your foot fetish, and you're talking about armpit curry. For gosh sake, Blitzy. Second tackle here at the 30. He's unbelievable. Only Thai I know is bike. What? Bike? So third tackle now for the Tigers at the 20. Are you talking about boom? Jerome Luai, he'll go out to the left, slips over 15 metres away from the line, fourth tackle. Never made anyone sit through the Sharks, couldn't even do it myself. Blitzy, you have a word to yourself. Fifth tackle now for the Tigers, 8 metres away from the line. 8 metres out, Cottery South, Jerome Luai, the ex-Panther, flicks it back to Cottery South, also the ex-Panther. That's a good kick in a good area. That's going to be caught by the Panthers, but it's a knock on Tigers, so they'll get the ball at 10. But like I encourage you guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go onto Google, type in, they're going to challenge this here, the Tigers, which is an early challenge. But I would implore you, go onto Google, type in like something and translate it to Hindi, you'll see the difference between the confusion. And then do it with Thai and you'll see why I get confused. The Thai language just really gets you going all over the shop. This is I don't know if you're going to be able to tell what happens here. There's so many hands and arms. This might be inconclusive. There's a lot of hands. This might be inconclusive, to be fair. This is hard. Well, it does look like maybe the Tiger touched it first. This is really confusing. I don't want to be the bunker for this one. This is a hard call. Okay. So they're saying any touch of the hand in the air. Oh, they've lost their challenge, the Tigers. They just said that any touch in the air from the Panthers was backwards, and Dream Baller does touch it, which then constitutes forward. So 7.5 minutes in, you've lost your challenge, Tigers. DVD Smith says sizzling chili pork belly. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, Kanamu crop. Yes, but it's in the Thai lettering. It's in Thai lettering, my friend. It's not in. It doesn't have like the English letters. It's in Thai lettering. So I am currently getting a visual that is just swirls and curls. We're just swirling and curling all up in this joint. If it was like the somewhat English, like the English lettering, I would understand it. Ish. Like you can have a good idea. But the second tackle now for the Panthers, they go out to the left, and it will be Eisenhuth, Lindsay Smith, sorry, gets it to the 40, and then off to Mitch Kenny, and then it's a penalty to the Panthers. They'll take that. No, they don't. Got the quick tap, but all the Panthers were behind him. Why wasn't he allowed to play it on? Can you not use Google Translate? Does it not correlate very well to English? No, but I'm using an app, so the app I don't think has like a translation thing, unless if I can find it, that'd be great. It'd be fantastic, actually. It'd be unbelievable, actually. But if I could have translated it, do you not think I would have done that? All right, so right hand side, and Moses Leota. He'll get this ball to the 45 on first tackle for Penrith. Thai food is yummo though, Blaze, especially all those spicy dishes. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, yeah, I don't disagree. I wouldn't be here otherwise. Indian food was great, but it was just so heavy. Thai food is a lot lighter. Third tackle now, 25 metres away here from the line for the Panthers. They go out to the right-hand side of Nathan Cleary. Cleary flicks out the back to Edwards. Edwards at the back again, and that's a knock-on after a crunch and hit there. The Tigers can get away here. No, don't worry about that. So it'll just be a knock-on from the Panthers at the 30, but that's a great hit. That's an absolutely fantastic hit there from the Tigers. Jarrell Skelton has just whacked Edwards. Not Edwards. Isaac Tungo. Isaac Tungo just got smacked. Got smacked. Just got smacked. Just saw it. Looks absolutely nothing like English. Not a single letter looks similar to the English alphabet. I'm telling you, it swirls and curls. This is what I'm saying. And now go look at Hindi. And it's like, Hindi doesn't confuse you just looking at. But Thai just confuses me just seeing it. That'd be cool if somebody invented a pair of glasses that translate different languages. I bet you there's something like that out there. I bet you there's something like that somewhere in the world. Okay. That's kind of... Yeah, but see, this swirls and curls, DVD Smith. You swirls and curls. I'll find it, don't worry. I'll find it. I'll find it. Third tackle. I've invented that. The only thing you invented is Buddy Feet Finder. And no, you didn't even invent that, because then you'd be a billionaire. Fourth tackle now, 38 metres away from the line. Blitz is a big subscriber of my Feet Finder. Swirls and curls get the girls, exactly right. You have no idea how true that is, Jared, in this country. Out of the left-hand side, Jerome Luai. And Luai will kick this ball to the corner. And Brian will get the ball at the 18. Feed Finder is burned into my screen. We know, mate. We're very well aware. You're a sick man. So 10 minutes in, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Did you see in the previous stream, Jay, that someone commented saying that Canberra's not in Victorian times? Everywhere is... something about, we're not in Victorian times, everywhere prostitution is legal. Or something like that. I didn't really understand what the point was of the comment, but I was like, sure. Well, I don't think prostitution is legal outside of ACT. I don't know. It's not like a common thing. Obviously, like there is that you can find it elsewhere, but I'm pretty certain it's legal. Like are brothels and stuff legal in Canberra? I don't know, but this person they commented telling us that we're not in we're not in Victorian times or something. It's legal in Belmore. I don't even understand if that's an insult or a compliment. So Sunya Taruva will get this ball to the 35, third tackle. Was she advertising her services? Potentially, Jay. You know, potentially. Especially when I'm in Thailand, you know, you're always keeping an eye out to see if services are being offered, or you're actually just talking, you know, having a normal conversation with the person. It's something you do have to think about every conversation you have. Fit tackle out to 45. And Jerome Luai will kick this ball to Brian To'o. Wait, he'll grab it at the 13 and take it to about 20 metres away. Maybe, you know, I've got to translate this stupid thing. It'd be nice if YouTube could translate comments like this. Thai to English translator. And, oh, here we go. Here we go. Panthers away. Panthers away. Garner. Edwards. Back to Garner. Not Garner. Jeez, I'm all over this Tom Jenkins. No, 1 metre out. I said Garner. That's how my brain's gone today. Third tackle out to Dylan Edwards. It's an easy try. Knock on from the Tigers. 6 again with the Panthers. Brian To'o. That hand to it stopped it. Oh, he got the offload. It's going to be the knock on from the Tigers first anyway. Well, yeah, knock on Tigers. I was going to say they haven't. Yeah, you are right, Toby. You are right. You are right, Mr. Toby Stevens. Just without the excellent part. Luke Garner. Was not Garner who broke away there. But Brian To'o, he grabbed it, brought it back in, but unfortunately there'll be a mistake, so they will go back for the original knock-on from the Tigers. Jerome Luai is celebrating as if they're getting the ball. Jenkins does mean Garner in Thai. Yes. No, Garner means Jenkins, you mean. Garner means Jenkins. I'll help you out. Nathan Cleary. Oh, there's an easy try if they can get it out. They can get it out to Thomas Jenkins. And he will score. I think he gets this. I'm pretty certain he gets this in the left-hand corner, but it did look like maybe there might have been a bubble, but it's probably just because it bounces off the ground after he puts it down. Luai laughing cause to drop him. Well, I don't know if he's still laughing now. It's 4-0 to Penrith. Tigers' defense there off the scrum just wasn't good, but this was also quick hands considering it was awkward passing from the Panthers. No, I think he's going to get this down. The passing was awkward. Yeah, he's try confirmed. Yeah, it was just as soon as he put it down, that's when it falls out. So 4-0 kick to come. 4-0 with a kick to come. I'm going to see if I can see what I mean. Should I just wait and then get something at the movies, or should I order something? That's my question. All right, well, Tigers, you're back in the bottom 4. If this is the same, if the score continues in this trajectory, you would be back in the bottom 4. I'm so glad there's not 3 games today, though. 3 games isn't usually on Sunday. It's usually the Saturday. I'm so glad there's not 3 games, though. Travis says Uber Eats. There is no Uber Eats in this country, man. I'm going to see Lilo and Stitch. David, I saw Mission Impossible the other day. The movies here are good. I kind of just want to get popcorn. That's the kind of... There is this thing called cheese popcorn here. And yes, I am on a fitness and health retreat thing. But Sundays are off days. So... But cheese popcorn, not going to say no. It tastes so good. Cleary will get the conversion from the sideline. It's a great kick. And it will be 6-0 Penrith at 24 minutes to go with the first half. So no, it's I always like watching those Disney movies and whatnot too, because it reminds me of my family back in Fiji. Cheese popcorn, yeah, oh, so good. I can't remember what it tastes like, but it was. I can't remember like how to describe it, but it was so good. Do they speak Thai in the movies, or is it in English? You have to check to see if it's in English or if it's in Thai, or if it's a Thai movie with English subtitles or English movie with Thai subtitles. Basically, you can't see an English movie without Thai subtitles, but you can see a Thai movie obviously without English subtitles, which I'm not going to do. No. Vonnie Hunter says, up, Blaze, hope you're well. Doing all right, mate. Just trying to survive. My Titans are playing some excellent footy right now, so we're just trying to survive. You know, we're just trying to live life. It's very difficult, Very difficult Titans fans living life, but we're doing our best. We're doing our trying our hardest work to survive. William says, "Hi bro, how are you? Tigers to win, I hope." I've tipped the Panthers here. They are up 6-0, but you know anything can happen in the NRL. We've seen that so far. Just ask Manly Seagulls fans. Casey says caramel popcorn. There is caramel popcorn there too. Maybe I'll try that. But then again, if it's not good and you've suggested that, then there's some big hits in this game, man. Isaac Tungo. He needed a good whack after he didn't get whacked before. Yeah, he did get whacked before. He needed a good whack and he just found it. Second tackle here for the Tigers, the 15. If I go to the movies and I get caramel popcorn instead of the cheese popcorn, and you've dodged me up here, Casey, you've dodged me up, you're getting time out in the next stream. Tomorrow's stream, you'll get time out for sure. 10 minutes too, not 5. Manly on fraud alert, Blaze. They're literally on fraud alert. They're there. Penalty to the Tigers. I know they're on fraud alert. I put them there already. You can see it on the screen. But I do need to update the ladder because otherwise Dads will be disappointed that I didn't update the ladder quickly. Gotta update the ladder here. So penalty Tigers. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. We just need to change the table for the first time in a while. At the top end of the table, there is a new leader of the pack. And it's not the Scamming Sharks. It is the Canberra Raiders. They're at the top of the table after their 2-try Josh Papali'i Ethan Strange masterclass. 9 times out of 10, caramel popcorn is good. Only time it's not is when it's like dust caramel. No, now don't scare me. Third tackle for the Tigers at 30. You will ruin my movies experience, my off-day movie experience, if that caramel popcorn's not fantastic. 6 again, 22 metres away here from the line. 6 again. Luai, he'll give out the back to Dream Buller. 15 metres away, second tackle. Mix and match. I don't know if you can get half and half here. I don't know if you can do that. Maybe I'll ask. But then again, that's probably an idea, actually. Grab a chalk top. Nah. Chalk tops are great, but I can't get too unhealthy. 5 metres out, 4 tackle. Silly rainbow fruit popcorn? No. No, I will not do that. Also, don't even know what that is. It doesn't sound appetizing, though. Jerome Luai kicks it through. Chance here for the Tigers. Try time. Stafford Toa will score, and it is 4 points to the Tigers with a kick to come. Down 6-4, but they will potentially have the chance to tie it up. 20 minutes to go with the first half. Hit that like button, subscribe. Jerome Luai with a nice little grubber, and Stafford Toa puts it down. Dylan Edwards just unfortunately could not get across in time. And Toa with a great run. You've got to have a Batman soft drink in the movies. Half cola, half raspberry. That is very fruity. Not for me. I will have a half Coke Zero and a half Coke Zero. Truck dumping bomb boom mudder beach. Exactly right. Williams giddy up Tigers. Damn, Luai are really getting into Casey McLean. But chance to tie it up. So for the West Tigers, Toa with 18th try, 8 this season, 29 in his career. Yeah, my favourite type of drink to get at the movies would be a half Coke Zero and a half Coke Zero. And if not that, if they don't have Coke Zero, then I'll go half Pepsi Max and a half Pepsi Max, yeah. 5 Cougars, thanks. Great ad. What do you mean? What are you talking about? 5 Cougars? Why are we talking about Cougars? I've never been to the movies by myself, but I've been told it's actually really good. Dude, I hate going with other people. I'd rather go by myself. Because then I don't have to deal with them asking me questions. Isaac Tungo's come off the field here, I think, for HIA, yeah. I probably have, Jay. I just can't think of it right now. My brain is just still trying to survive. So, Adam Dewey. Someone says, screw the Rabbits up the Tiger. We should never have gone on the Rabbits, son. But the Tigers will make it 6-6. Oh, you tipped the Tigers, did you? You're on the underdogs today. You have to see that ad. You will like it, trust me. I've probably seen it, to be fair. A lot of my mates told me it's great unless your seat gets surrounded. It's just about being like confident in who you are and being comfortable with yourself, man. Like, there's no problem with anyone. Honestly, I could do anything. Anything you suggest in the world, I would be able to do by myself. I really couldn't care less. Yeah, I love going to the movies on my own. I take my blanket, I take my insulated cup, and I'm set. Okay, well, I'm not bringing anything. I'm just bringing myself. But, okay, fight a gorilla. I can do it, Blitzy. I can definitely do it. I'm not going to survive, but I can do it. William says, hi, bro, what's this scam on your board? This scam is the Cronulla Sharks. They are massive scammers, mate. Massive scammers. I predicted them for the top of the table pre-season. They have a really balanced roster, and yet they scam. They're biggest scammers that ever did scam. You've got to bring your whole house and kitchen sink. Look, if it was an option, I would. But then again, that would kind of just mean you probably should just watch the movie at home. I always choose the recliners. I'm not going to the movies if it's not the recliner. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I refuse. 420! Tigers! Wowee! No? No, it's not. No, it's just outside the 40. Just outside the 40, so not exactly 420. Oh, he just steps over the top of it. Prefer the drive-in. Wonder what that's like in a tuk-tuk. That would be a great time in a tuk-tuk at the drive-ins. I wonder if they have drive-ins in this country. So Panthers will get this ball out of the 20 on first tackle. Drive-ins are great. Remember Gold Class gave us blankets once. So cool to take them home and all. I don't know if you're allowed to take them home, but you probably just did it without realising that you probably weren't meant to take them home. They left the RBB safe standing for this game. They left the RBB safe... No, the Tigers have that as an active area. They've made that into an active area. It's called the... Oh, I can't remember. My boy Shaq was advertising it. Shit. I can't remember what the name of it, but it's like their active area. I can't remember. But no, it's an actual thing for Tigers at Combank. So fit tackle for the Panthers at the halfway point. I've got kids. If I get a chance on my own, that's like a holiday. Valid. Tigers get it at the 11. And Drell Skelton to the 20. Bulldogs legend. Drive-ins are elite. Go to the candy bar, buy a burger, a pizza, and your popcorn. Yum. You know what always confuses me, though? The candy bar having, like, seats and tables and stuff for people to eat there. And then watch the movie from, like, the tables and seats in the middle. Because, like, obviously drive-ins, you have one drive-in cinema on that side, and then one drive-in cinema on that side, and then in the middle you got the candy bar and you got the drinks and stuff. If you're sitting in the middle and you're watching the movie at one of those tables and seats, you're a weirdo. You are a weirdo. To have gone to the drive-ins and to watch the movie from there. Jerome Luai nearly breaks through, taking down to 40. Fit tackle. No way a place that charges as much as the movies is going to give you free blankets. Yeah, no, I think you're a thief, Casey. I'm pretty certain you're a thief. So Dylan Edwards will bring this ball to the 10 on first tackle. You are a thief, Casey. I do not believe they gave you free blankets. I think you took a free blanket illegally. Jack Bird comes on for Fayunu. And Panthers will be at the 25. Not making a huge amount of meters. They were Lion King specific blankets. So maybe that might have been incredibly separate then. Did you pay extra? Oh, Nathan Cleary fakes the kick. He steps. And then it'll be taken down to the 50. It's 4 tackles. So it looked like he was going for the early kick. And then off to Blaze Alungi, Casey McLean. McLean off to Thomas Jenkins. Jenkins kicks that ball all the way back onto the inside where nobody is except for the Tigers. Drell Skelton picks it up at the 15. Don't go movies much. Remember watching Human... I'm timing you out. I'm timing you out for a minute. I can't believe you've brought up Human Centipede. Human Centipede? You're getting timed out for a minute. You're getting timed out for a minute for sure. Third tackle now for the Tigers at 35. Yes and no. Gold Class is more expensive than normal, obviously, but didn't have to pay extra. Again, it may be super duper fancy and elitist, but I'm not sitting in regular seats. I'm either going Gold Class or I'm going to like those recliner VIP seats. So it's a penalty to the Tigers here. Leota gives away the penalty. You know, I refuse to watch that movie, Sundo. I definitely refuse to watch the second, because if I'm not watching the first, I'm not watching the second, and I will never watch it, and I'll be happily never watching it. I'm actually really excited. Like, I'm extremely exhilarated and thrilled to know that I will never watch The Human Centipede. Does he get free towels with his hotel stays too? He does, yeah, no, he does. Free plasma TV as well. It's really nice. 100% agree. I want to be in a comfortable seat, yeah. Yeah, no, he's sitting up like this the whole time. Like, I want to be comfortable. I want to put my feet back. If I want to fall asleep, I want to fall asleep. You know, you're not going to stop me. First tackle now for the Tigers. Now second at the 25. 14 and a half minutes to go the first half. If I want to sleep, then I'm going to sleep. I actually don't sleep in movies, sir. Oh, no, I did sleep actually last year in a movie. Tigers out to the left. They didn't get taken over the sideline. Very close. Third tackle, 10 metres away. Adam Dewey back off to Jerome Luai. Luai, nearly got through there. 5 metres out for the Tigers. Fourth tackle. Kodui Sao off to Trell May. This is a really awkward attack, but they might score from it. They may score. Toruva! Sunya Toruva against the Panthers, his old club. He will score, and he will make it 10-6 here to the Tigers with a kick to come. 10-6 to the Tigers with a kick to come. I also get free toilet paper when I use the public toilets too. Everyone's just so nice to me. Oh, dearie me. Free toilet paper. You know you're in struggle street if you're stealing toilet paper from public toilets. You're really on struggle street. That's massive struggle street. Like, you've got Sharks on scam street, you've got Manly on fraud alert with the Broncos, and you've got Casey stealing toilet paper from public toilets. That's a problem. That's a problem. Bulldogs fans, I'm ready for the Bulldogs tomorrow. Well, you better be, because the Raiders have gone to first. So you better be. You're in second now, mate. You're in second, buddy. You're in second now. I've returned up the Tigs. Yep. For how long, though? So 12:44 to go. Toss will fit the action, but a Fijian right into you, Panthers. Plenty of Fijians living out there in Penrith. Well, one of them just scored on you. And difficult kick here for Dewey. Where has the Telstra ad been lately? Live Darkfire. Don't bring it up. Don't suggest it. Don't even acknowledge it. Pretend it never existed. Pretend it was never there. Why would you remind us of this? Why do you seek this pain? Truly an honour. $220 later. Lovely investment. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Blissy. And I also thank everybody else for putting up with Blitzy for 44 months here on the channel. That Telstra bird haunts me everywhere I go. No, I hate that guy walking. I hate the dude walking in the ad. Whistle again, mother bish. Whistle again, you're going to be seeing one of these. One of these little uppercuts. So he misses the kick there, Adam Dewey, and stays a 4-point game with 12.5 to go the first half. Lucas says, move to New Zealand, you never see the Telstra ad. Mate, I'm in Thailand. I'm in Thailand, and I saw it in India. I see it in India, and I see it in Thailand. Which is a little bit further away than New Zealand. So 12.5 minutes left first half. Helen says, I'm ready for the Panthers to win. Well, they're not. I don't know how ready they are yet. They're down 10-6. Telstra, the most hated company in Australia as it is, then it does that. Yeah, even the AFL fans are all complaining about it too. This isn't just an NRL thing. This is a NRL and AFL-wide agreement. The Telstra ad is the worst piece of shit ad we've ever seen in history. They've got people talking about him. It's a great marketing tactic to talk about you. But the issue is that I'm talking to people saying I'm never getting Telstra in my life because of this ad. I'll never do it. I'll never get a Telstra. And I used to be with Telstra when I was in Australia. And now I refuse. Now I refuse. When I come back, if I have to go with damn well Dodo, I'll go with damn well Dodo. And I don't want to go with Dodo, but if it has to happen to avoid Telstra, then it'll happen. Happy Conway Sal here for 40. 20 attempts. That is inside the 40. Jenkins gets back, though. He does get back, and damn, that was a risky pass from Jenkins, and Edwards will be taken out the 5. Jimmy says, my kids hate that ad too. Mate, Telstra hates that ad. Jazz, nice to see AFL and NRL join hands in their hatred for the Telstra ad. No, it's very good. At least what we can admit that Telstra have brought people together. Brought people together in their hatred for the ad. 4 tackle, and they're at the 30. Ad's actually a vibe. They just play it at the worst times. Don't you start, Toby. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're this close to getting hidden from the channel for that. You're this close to getting blocked and hidden from the channel for that. And then I don't know what your Instagram is, but I'd find it and I'd block it too. Maybe Blaze on KO for the Telstra ad. I watch it on watchnrl.com, which is effectively KO. Dodo uses Optus networks who are safe. I didn't even know Dodo was still a thing. Whatever the objectively worst company is for your phone, I would get that just to avoid Telstra. Tigers on 4 tackle will get this ball to the 50. Tigers fans weren't happy with that one. Big collective blue. I want to know I'm trying to think what the Tigers active area is called. It was something pretty basic, but at least it was an active area. Luai, pretty average kick there. Only goes to about the 30. Tigers will get it though, and then Fitz tackle will switch over at 22. Telstra own all the lines, Oz wide. Well then, I'm going and finding a cave in the Blue Mountains somewhere and living there with no reception. What is worse than that ad though is getting that ad immediately after your team gets pumped for 50. Okay, so I'm just glad that I didn't hear the Telstra ad during that Titans first half yesterday. I might have ended the stream. I might have. So Panthers third tackle here at the 48 on their own side of the field. 10 minutes to go the first half. 10-6 to the Tigers. Hit that like button, subscribe. Whoever wins avoids the bottom 4. Whoever loses, bottom 4. Blaze slung at the 42. Panthers were shit for the last few games. Well, they beat the Eels, but the game before that, they lost 25-6 to the Knights, so sure, yeah. Yeah, this is weak, Blaze. This is weak, Blaze Salungi. He's trying to milk a penalty here. Oh, it is a high tackle, to be fair. It is a high tackle, but it's weak from Blaze Salungi, man. But he does get contacted high, so this is probably going to be a penalty. Is it called the hill? As in, maybe it might be the hill in the Tigers active area, which is weird considering that Combank doesn't have a hill. So they haven't called it a penalty. It's not consistent, but it's common sense. It's not consistent, but it's common sense. Wency says, watching Penrith versus the West Tiger. Yeah, that's what we're all doing. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Brian oh, that's going to be a knock-on for the Tigers, yeah. And they've lost their challenge. They can't challenge it either. Oh, no. They've changed the call. Oh, so he said Brian To'o's knocked it back and it's Tigers' ball. Okay, don't worry. Or are they saying Panthers knocked it on? What are they calling? I don't know. Either way, Tigers have the ball. Congratulations. I choose watching the Telstra ad off of Gary's head because it's so shiny. Jeez. Out to the right, swing it to Rova. And then Stafford Toa taken down to the 15, second tackle. So have you figured out how he does it yet, Olivia? Have you figured out how Jay knows all this? So past HIA for Isaac Tungo, so he will be back in this game. I've gone and watched the ad and no wonder it's hated. That whistling is so annoying. Yeah, no, but now imagine your team is down by 50, or imagine being the Titans fan yesterday, being down 28-0, in the first half, and then the first thing that comes on at halftime is that ad, and it goes for like a minute and a half. Would rather watch a 10-hour compilation of the Telstra ad than see Gary's head one more time. Knock on from the Panthers here at the 30. Knock on from the Panthers. And they're going to challenge us here, Penrith. Gary catching strays and they're not here. Gary suffers enough being in England and not knowing what sunny days are. I think that we leave this for when Gary's here. We have to make an arrangement that there is no Gary slander until Gary's here to defend himself. So let's see. Edwards is up. His hands are still on him, but he hasn't. He's planted the ball though. Bird does push him, but there's no ball plant, they say. So they're going to say it's a penalty to the Panthers. Damn, successful challenge. Successful challenge. Not just the whistling in the scenario. I've seen it 400 times and it's a minute long, correct? So penalty here to Penrith. Liam Martin and Terrell May getting into each other. We're not going to time out Gary comments, but we'll remove them until he's here, and then when he's here, you guys can do what you want. But if he's not here, he can't defend himself. And I don't even know why he needs to defend himself. It's just because he's bald that he gets slandered here. So first tackle here for Penrith at the 38 metres. Alan's screaming right now. Second tackle here at the 30. He's a good man, that Gary. Good man. I did have to rip into him a little bit yesterday, though, for talking shit about Tottenham when the Titans were getting pumped, and I just couldn't care less. When it's Titans games, yeah, it's a very different stream. Fourth tackle here, 9 metres out. But he took it like a champion. It's Yo out to Cleary. Cleary at the back here to Edwards. Edwards to Brian To'o, and To'o cuts back. There's going to be space here if you actually pass it left, but no, apparently not. I think he was trying to help you. Doesn't matter. My team was down 12-0 in like 3 minutes. So Cleary puts his ball across. Nowhere close, Jenkins. Nowhere close. It wasn't a great kick from Cleary, but also Jenkins just wasn't even close. Okay. And I've had just about enough of that. So it's going to be first tackle here for the Tigers, and they'll get this ball to the 45. I like him, but in a non-homo way. Wasn't thinking it was in a homo way, so you said it. You said it. You suggested it. You know, we don't judge. And penalty to the Tigers for a strip against the Panthers. No, Gary. No, Gary. No, Gary, no. That's a great ad. That's a fantastic ad. Nicorette, you can beat the cigarette. Exactly right. That was a great ad, Sundo. And then you've got the Not Happy Jan. Fantastic ad. They were the days of ads, man. Not this idiot Telstra man walking out of a door, walking like an absolute buffoon. So first tackle for the Tigers. They're 33 metres out. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Jerome Luai, Terrell May. I am going to have a bit of a break at halftime, by the way. I'm going to stand up and go out into the balcony for 5 minutes at halftime. Gary from Only Fools and Horses is better. What? Third tackle now, 13 metres away. USA is the best ads, to be honest. You're off your rocker if the USA is the best ads. It's all pharmaceutical ads. Adam Dewey, 5 metres out from the line, fourth tackle. Have you been to America? I don't think you've been to America if you have that thought process. Grab a coffee. I probably will, to be fair, boo. I probably will. Short ball, Tigers, 5 out, fifth tackle. Terrell May, fifth tackle, up, got himself, lost the ball. And the Panthers will get it 3 metres away from their own line. So we'll go out to the 10. I don't think you've been to America, Lucas. I'm going to make a big, bold, ballsy call here and say that you have not been to the United States of America. My favourite ad was that Bucket song that one election year. I do kind of remember it. And it was a big thing. Was that around Kevin 07 days? Brian To'o, he'll get the ball out to the 30 on second tackle. Lubemobile will come to you. Lubemobile is a great one. You can nearly remember the 13139. You can still remember the song, the number. Out to Nathan Cleary. Cleary gets it across to Dylan Edwards on fourth tackle. Nearly finds a break, 33 metres away. USA has some low-level ones, but the quality ones are high-level. Lucas, answer my question. Have you been to America before? Have you been? Oh, Thomas Jenkins! Oh my gosh, Jenkins has just absolutely thrown that try away. Oh, Gary, no, you've made a mistake turning up to this stream, Gary. You've made a mistake. Gary, you've made a mistake turning up to this stream, my friend. Oh, no. Oh, no, Gaz. Oh, no. Welcome, Gary. Do not scroll up. This is Sports Center. This is Sports Center ad is elite. He's just come in and it's like the Oya reception, Jay. It's like an Oya reception. Why? So I had to tell people, I had to quell a lot of people and say that unless Gary is here to defend himself, there's no comments about Gary. I'm sure that you can guess who the initiator is of the Gary slander in the chat. I'm sure you can guess because he's right there. So left hand side. Deary me. Fit tackle. I just had to tell people to leave it until you were here and then go for gold. So at least you can defend yourself, even though I don't know why you have to. Thomas Jenkins will get this ball out to the 30. Most of the USA's ads I've seen are from illegal streams. Yeah, no. When you go to USA, man, all the ads are just pharmaceutical ads that are quite literally the most bullshit and ridiculous ads I've ever seen in my life. You're sitting there, you're watching it, and then it'll tell you how this new drug is fantastic for you. It's going to fix all your problems. It's going to do this. You've got some family and some housewife and talking about how it changed her life and it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Penalty of the Panthers hit at 45. Edwards, quick tap, taken down to 25, first tackle. So, greatest thing with sliced bread, her whole life has changed and everything, their whole family survived the apocalyptic war. And then, at the end of it, it'll say in writing, basically how all of this is objective or something. One second, Panthers here, 5 minutes out, I'll say this in a sec. Third tackle, 5 minutes away from the line, 1 minute to go the first half. Gary's still on that, yeah, unfortunately they are. Edwards off to Nathan Cleary. Cleary to Isaiah Yeo, and he's 5 minutes away from the line. Oh, the injury lawyer adds. Yeah, exactly. And Papali'i, second tackle. He'd love to score against his old team. It talks about the side effects on the back of the ad, dude. I'll say it in a sec. Cleary, Blaze Salungi. Here's a try. Thomas Jenkins. Try tot. Oh, he's lost the ball again. Oh, my gosh, he's lost the ball again. Oh, did he score? Did he score? He has scored! They're going to have to check this. They are going to have to check this, but it is a try time for the Panthers. And if I'm going by the metric that I made on the last stream, whoever scores a try in the last 5 minutes of the first half usually goes on to win the game in close competitive games. I think he actually may get this, and then it just gets like knocked out by a knee or something after the ball's hit the ground. And, oh yeah, that's a try, baby. That's a try time for Thomas Jenkins. And it was a knee that knocked it out after the ball had already gone to the line. But yeah, anyway, those lawyer ads are awful. But the worst ones are those pharmaceuticals that will literally tell you everything's the greatest thing ever, and then will tell you that side effects could cause death. Like, and then it also says things like, oh, but this probably won't work, or something. What was the one that I saw? It was something about I haven't done enough testing yet. I was in Vegas and I was looking at it, and Mum and I just had a heart attack watching it. We probably should have used their pharmaceutical drugs for the heart attack that we had watching their ad, which wouldn't have worked because it was saying basically that it didn't work on everyone, and there was only, but like still buy it. It was the most weird thing. I can't remember, but it was the most weird thing. It was basically saying it didn't work. Louis the Fly ads were great. Dogs go wacko for smackos. That is a great ad. Dogs go wacko for smackos. A great Kiwi ad is the Mitre 10 do-it-yourself with the 3 kids. So 10-10 here. This is right on half time. It's right from the left-hand sideline. Nathan Cleary will... No! Hit the post and missed. Hit the post and missed. His streak is dusted. And it will tie up at 10-10. 10-10 at halftime. It's been a close one. What was the Not Happy Jan ad? Not Happy Jan was that was about Yellow Pages, no? I think it was a Yellow Pages ad where Jan didn't put the business or something in the Yellow Pages. I think so. Anyway, halftime 10-10. Close game here. I'll read through some of these stats here very quickly. We'll see some of the more important ones, and then I'll quickly jump off and have a bit of a break here at half time before we get back for the second half of Mundos. Hit that like button and subscribe. And don't ever buy something that you see on a pharmaceutical ad in America. So for the Tigers, Safa Toa and Sunya Torova have scored, whilst Thomas Jenkins has scored both tries for the Panthers. Stats-wise, it's 54% of the Tigers, 46% here for the Panthers. Oh, okay. I love you, Gary, man. It's not deep, bro. They're all taking the piss, man. They're not actually serious, mate. Don't stress. But 54% of the Tigers, 46% of the Panthers. 15 minutes and 2 seconds time possession for the Tigers and 12 minutes 46 for the Panthers with a completion rate of 95% for West Tigers. 95% is amazing. 19 from 20 is really, really good stuff. We're seeing a lot of really good completion rates lately from teams. And 88% for the Panthers is also very good. 16 from 18. It's just they've had 2 less sets in total. And they've incompleted just 1 more set. So that's really good there from both teams. All runs 100 for the Tigers, 94 for the Panthers. So pretty similar with the Tigers at 760 and the Panthers at 691. That's not good for the Panthers. Like, it's not too far off, but through only 4 runs now, the difference 100 to 96, it's 760 to 697. So that's 63 meters difference through 4 runs. So the Tigers are in the lead, not by too much, but like the Tigers are in the lead on a comparison level. Basically, he's giving you a comparison straight away. Post contact is 246 for the Tigers and 172 for the Panthers. So a decent, sizable gap there for the Tigers. They're doing much better post contact wise. Line breaks is 4-1 Panthers. Tackle breaks is 19-15 Panthers. With an average set distance of 39.49 for Penrith and 38.04 for the Tigers. So both on the higher end of a pretty average level there of average set distances, but on the higher end. Average play the ball speed is very slow for the Tigers at 3.63, but for the Panthers at 3.17, which is really fast. It's not the fastest we've seen, but it's very fast at 3.17, whilst the Tigers are the complete opposite, 3.63. Offloads is 4-1 Panthers way. And then you've got the kick defusal of 100% for Penrith and 50% for the Tigers. Effective tackle percentage is not good for the Tigers. 86.91%. It's not awful like an 84, 83, 82, but it's not quite 88%. So it's just under the average mark with 166 tackles made, 19 missed tackles and 6 ineffectives. That's 25 bad tackles, 166 good tackles. Whilst the Panthers at 92.92% is very, very good defensively on the effective tackle percentage with 15 missed tackles, 1 ineffective, and 210 tackles made. So 16 bad tackles to 210 good tackles with 166 good tackles of the Tigers and 25 bad tackles of the Tigers. So there is a clear difference there effective tackle percentage-wise. And then negative play, 3 errors apiece. Penalties conceded is 5-3 Panthers way. Ruck infringements 1-0 Tigers. Inside 10 is 1-0 Panthers. And on reports is 1-0 Panthers. So, look, overall the stats are suggesting that the set distances are very, very similar. Both completing at a very high rate. Run meters is probably just in favour of the Tigers, but the post-contact meters is absolutely in favour of the Tigers. Panthers with the more X-factor plays of the 4 line breaks and 4 offloads comparatively to 1 and 1 is showing that they've got a bit more about them oomph-wise, but overall, this is a close game for a reason, and there's nothing really separating them. The only interesting thing is that the 2 games are being played very separately right now with a 3.63 and a 3.17 play the ball speed, meaning the Tigers are happy to be patient and the Panthers are happy to get on with the game, which is setting up a bit of a contrast at the moment. But, yeah, close game. Close game. The only big difference I see is the defensive effective tackle percentage, because 25 bad tackles and 86.91% is not fantastic, but 15 missed tackles and 1 ineffective with 92.92 is pretty good for the Panthers. Ah, for fuck's sake, I've just come back to the Telstra ad. Oh my gosh! Oh, I need a break. Toby Stevens at the $5 dude donation said it's not serious, guys, just jokes, mate. In all seriousness, though, please set up a GoFundMe for the turkey trip. You know what? We'll put a donation goal here. We'll do one of those donation goals for Gary to go to Turkey. Like we did for the tattoo thing. Smarga says cancel the game. What? What are you talking about? What's happening here? Interestingly nosy, Jay. Kay says, here's a question for you Aussies. Yes, I live in Oz now, but didn't grow up here. Were the fish and chips ever served in newspaper, or has it always been that white paper bag? Well, back in the day, it was newspaper. Oh, they stopped putting it in newspaper because of the ink. Fair enough. Yeah, back in the day, it was newspaper. Nowadays, obviously, it's all those white paper bags. Telstra hates Australians confirmed. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is. It's just disgraceful. It really is disgraceful. Telstra is anti-Australian. Get it out there. Luckily, that is just an opinion based off of your advertisement, and you cannot sue me for having that opinion. I believe that Telstra is anti-Australian. Oliver says, hey, go the Panthers. Well, they're 10-10 right now. Long way to go in this game of the second half. I'm going to quickly go to the balcony for a second here, guys. While it's half time, we've still got the entire second half to go. We've already had a game today, which was the Raiders slapping the Rabbitohs, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. So thumbs up, subscribe, and keep talking shit in the chat. And if the Telstra ad comes on, you'll see this laptop fly off the balcony. All right, what have I missed here? Still half time, 10-10. Who do I go for? I go for Antarctica. He goes for the Georgia Gophers. Big Georgia Gophers fan, me. Massive. Hence why Blaze was making fun of my accent saying fush and chubs. I wasn't making fun of it. I was just trying to replicate it. True of nice English, Casey. Well, unfortunately, that's the Kiwi way. Whoever's copying me with the emotes this stream and last stream, you're a G. What? So if people use an emote, they're copying you. Olivia, you're copying Casey because you used that laughing emoji. That would be the $5 in the chat. Keeps them occupied. I just need to get through this second half. My brain is so frazzled at the moment. It is so frazzled. Oh, it's so frazzled. He's gone to feed his ladyboy is a crazy comment that I've just seen in the chat from before. That is crazy. That is crazy. Nah, she means the heart thing. Oh, the heart thing. Okay. She. I do need a coffee. I do need a coffee, man. Maybe I should see. Let me see. Times for the movie. I'm going to just eat when I'm out there. I'm going to eat when I'm there. Movie times. I'm a ladyboy, Olivia. Well, at least you're willing to admit it, mate. At least you're willing to admit it. Chose the Red Bull. I've never been a Red Bull fan. Never been a Red Bull fan. See, at least this website gives me an opportunity to. It's only in Thai at 8:30. Why is it only in Thai? There's no English subtitles. What? There's only one movie one time you can see it with English, and it's at 1 p.m., which is already gone. That's ridiculous. Everything else is just in Thai. Why is it all in Thai? I know it might be in Thailand, but I want to watch a movie, man. That's ridiculous. That's actually disgraceful. John Wick Ballerina's universe is more vengeful than hell? What's this? What is John Wick Ballerina's universe is more vengeful than hell movie? What on earth is that? I don't know what's happening. Why are there no movies in English? Dearie me. Oh, that's a different cinema. That's why. That's why it's not the one that I'm looking to go to. That's not the one that I was looking to go to, ladies and gentlemen. That is a completely different cinema. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Yes. June 8. Okay, 8:30. Just go strippers instead. Heard they got great popcorn. There's no really. Oh, and probably Bangkok there would be, but there's no strippers here like you would think. DVD Smith says new John Wick series like the Continental. Oh, so it's like a show. Oh, it's a spin-off. All right, so second half's about to start here, guys. The Tigers and the Panthers are running back out of the field. Points differential for the Tigers, -58, Panthers +35. But the Panthers' points differential means pretty much jack shit because they're on the draw. The only team that matters is with the Cowboys. All right, who wins from here? Who wins from here? I've still got the Panthers, but who wins from here? I'll give you 1 sec. And it will be the Panthers. It will be the Panthers who bring the ball back into the 15. First tackle, then gets the... actually, who is that? Oh, it's Scotty Sorensen. Damn, he's a Gary lookalike over there. Big Gary lookalike. Massive. Third tackle here for Penrith. Isaiah Papali off to Yo. And Yo now at the 40 on fourth tackle. Oh no, I just realised I made plans tonight. No, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I refuse. I love how we've all just ignored this community thing, by the way. The the community chat to see who's in like 1, 2, and 3. I think we just completely just ignored that. Because it means nothing. Live stream the strippers. We can donate for perks. Don't know if they're going to be too happy with doing that on BK Sport. Second tackle now at the 20. I find myself saying Muppet all the time now, thanks to you. Well, Jay actually was the original person. I never used to say the word Muppet. And I remember that like a good 3 or 4 years ago, Jay started using the word Muppet, and then I started saying it, and now it's a big part of the channel. Man, you behind compared to Liverpool TV. How will I survive? 38-32 to go here of the game. I can't really do anything about that. I'm watching on watchingnrl.com. Only Gary remember with the Tigers was Gary Jack. Damn, that's a long time ago. Gary Jack. I wouldn't be behind you, no way. Maybe it's the YouTube delay. But I wouldn't be behind you actually watching the game. Who are you going for? I am going for caramel or... I'm thinking maybe caramel or cheese popcorn, but I'm probably still going to go cheese popcorn. So third tackle now for the Panthers, and they'll get this ball to the 38. Oliver never sent the feet picks. No, there's no feet picks going on here. Fourth tackle, that's Blitzy's arena. That's a big Blitzy thing. Fifth tackle now at the 40. Off to Nathan Cleary, and Cleary puts that one into the corner for Drell Skelton, who knocks it on. Brian Toll picks it up, and Panthers will get the first attacking opportunity here of the second half. Nathan Cleary, he'll flick the ball across. It'll go to Casey McLean, who gives the offload away, but it hits Grassy McGrath back in play. Edwards now at the 30, the 25, the 20. First tackle. Bacon popcorn. I would absolutely smash that. I would absolutely smash a bacon popcorn if it had that. Just go with the ye old faithful cheese popcorn, absolutely. Otherwise, if I get the caramel popcorn, it's not good. I'm throwing punches. Mitch Kenny off to Isaiah Yo. And now it'll be Isaiah Papali'i. 5 metres away here from the line. Mitch Kenny off to Nathan Cleary. Crunch in the tackle. I think he's knocked it on too, has he? No, he hasn't. That's a good tackle there from Jerome Luai, though. And Patea, 4 tackle, 2 metres away. Under 42, please. Well, it's looking pretty likely for that, but I would, I don't know, 10-10, 20 points, 42, 22 points, knock on for the Panthers. I would probably say it goes, I'll probably say it does go under. Is it cheese-flavoured popcorn, or do they melt cheese on it? I think they melt cheese on it. The mention of caramel popcorn is distracting you from the real desires of cheese popcorn. Don't listen, I agree. Everything in life is a distraction, man. I think that Nathan Cleary knocked that ball on before, but they just didn't call it. So ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, and another one will eventually be called a knock on. Silent treatment, don't you love it? What happened? And penalty. Penalty here for the Tigers, the 15. Bacon, an essential ingredient in a vegan diet. Yeah, massive vegan me, mate. Massive vegan me. I did have a full-on steak last night. Actually, no, sorry, I had salmon last night and I had a full-on steak the night before. So, I'm very vegan. But sometimes I do try to separate the vegan diet and have a little bit of fun with caramel or just popcorn in general. Who are you going for? I don't support either of these teams. We're just watching this game. We do every game here. But the team to lose that would benefit me the most would probably be the Panthers. So I'd want the Tigers to win, but I couldn't care less, really. It's just, this game was... It's actually super close. I wouldn't say it's the most extremely exciting game in the world, but it's still extremely close. Tigers, 20 metres out from the line, 4 tackle. I think it's just so hard to kind of get super invested when it's 2 teams down around that bottom 4 area of the table. And Panthers will get the ball at 20. Blaze the Lungy, crunch down. Jimmy James says, I'm vegan. The cows I eat nothing but grass. It's a great point, mate. It is a fantastic point. Yeah, grass is it's a great option. I just prefer to have that grass inside of cows. Second tackle now for the Panthers. They go out to Dylan Edwards. Edwards then to I'm not even too sure. I can't even see. Third tackle. Man, now I'm just thinking about bacon the whole time. To be fair, I haven't eaten today. I woke up 20 minutes before the first stream. We did the first stream, and then I'm in this stream, and now I'm on the downward trajectory because I haven't eaten. I did at least have that coffee, though. To Nathan Cleary. Cleary back to Edwards. Edwards got a hold here. Edwards at the 15. Taken. Gets the offload away. Nathan Cleary kicks the ball across. Brian To'o by himself. 10 metres out. 5 metres out. Kicks the ball over the top. Slips over. And, oh, no. Who's the Tiger who just hit that ball out? Sinutarova. He just could have grabbed it. No one needed to do. He didn't need to do. They could have just grabbed the ball. There was no Panther near him. Well, it's a good run there from Edwards, especially on fit tackle with the setup from Cleary. And the Cleary kick wasn't great. Didn't have Brian To'o on the run. But then, yeah, he slips over. And, yeah, Tarova, I think, well, obviously just didn't realise that Brian To'o had already slipped over. I KFC today and thought, I wonder how many chickens KFC go through on a daily worldwide. A lot of chickens. Goes backwards for the Tigers, and they're going to have the ball off the short kickoff, off the short dropout. The Tigers will have the ball 18 metres out here from their own line. Just crazy how much food we consume and can still sustain ourselves. Lot of chickens. Lot of chickens. Second tackle now at the 25. But what did come first, the chicken or the egg? That's always the question that we must ask ourselves. And there is a right answer. There is a right answer. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Jerome Luai gives it out to Dream Buller. Dream Buller then to Dewey. And Dewey will be at the 45 on 4 tackle. I knew that wasn't going to be lasting a great deal of time, Joe. DVD Smith says the Rooster. No, they'd probably lose. Food tackle. The egg. That is the correct answer there, Jimmy James. And it'll be Panthers ball here at the 40 after a drop ball from the Tigers. Now Thomas Jenkins to the halfway point, second tackle. Still 32 minutes to go in the game. Still tied game. Still close game. Brian To'o gets it to the 40, third tackle. The Panthers have been the better team in the second half. They just haven't been able to score yet. Obviously, the chicken tree. Well, if there were trees that grew chicken on it, KFC would go to business, and I would love that. Nice little free chicken from a tree. I'll grow. I'll have 20 trees in my backyard. Scotty Sorensen. They are 18 metres out. Nathan Cleary. He puts the ball into the corner for Jenkins. Jenkins back to McLean. That's a try. That's a try for the Panthers. And that's actually really nice body manoeuvring there from McLean. They're going to go to the bunker and say maybe no try. They're saying he may have gone a touch. I actually think he gets this. It's gone up as no try. I think he might actually get this. It's going to be close. Like it's that's what I'm saying. The body maneuvering here was actually really impressive. Jenkins back to McLean. That's fine. And yeah, he's out. Yeah, his foot does go out. It just slips. He planted it inside the field of play, and then the foot just slips across the line. So it will be no try here for McLean. Let's get a meeting with the $3 donation. Get around here, man. Says, hello, hope everyone's well. Thank you very much for the $3 donation. McLean's not happy about something, but like it's a no try. The foot does go over the sideline. So Tigers ball at 10. Speaking of Jenkins, where is our channel Mupper today? Probably playing some version anime game online. I'll be well if the Tigers win. Did you bet on the Tigers? I still think the Panthers win this. I think they've been the better team in the second half, and something's got to give at some point. Second half tackle in opposition 20 is 7 times for the Panthers, 1 time for the Tigers. But Tigers win would not move them up too many spots, but it would move them. I don't think they're going to win by 11 points. They're probably not going to go above the Dragons. Oh no, yeah, the Dragons, but they would go above the Rabbitohs. No, but this will secure my top spot for a while. Because you bet on all the underdogs, don't you? Not bet, but tip. So penalty Tigers. 30 minutes to go of the game. Thumbs up, subscribe. Do not forget, you probably will forget, tomorrow is a game of rugby league. Bulldogs versus the Tigers on a public holiday. Bulldogs play the Tigers, and that is a big game for the Dogs because they are not in first position anymore. So they need to win to go back above the Raiders. They need to win. Tigers taken down to the 35. Also, if they don't win, then the Warriors are well and truly back in play. Yeah, I go with a lot of underdogs, but I tip Manly on Thursday. Well, it's funny because Thursday nights, I think every single Thursday night game so far this season has been underdog victory. Tasman says, what is that ladder? Ooh. Dogs fans falling off. Do we? No, do we not? He's still going. Oh, they've said, okay, he's been tackled. I disagree. I thought that they all fell off the tackle, but sure. So Tigers ball here, 5 metres out. Jimmy James says, Para, not Tigers. You really need to eat. Oh, did I say Tigers? Oh, for gosh sake. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm watching the Tigers. I'm talking about Dogs, Eels. Eels and Tigers, same position on the ladder the last few years. You know, just take it. And Panthers will pick this ball up here and knock it on. What are you doing, bro? Just take the tackle. So Tigers will now get the ball 10 metres out, but you're right. I do need to eat. You are right. So let me rephrase. Bulldogs versus Eels tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Bulldogs versus Eels. Now the Tigers are 5 metres out, second tackle. We are winning by at least 90 tomorrow. That's just working to beast. Hey, Daz, I'll take it because that means the Eels go last. So do it. Do it. You won't. You're scared. You're scared, Daz. You're scared. Go and win by 90 and put the Eels into last. Don't know who that would benefit. Just do a good thing for the world for once, you know. Win by at least 90. Tigers, 2 metres out. Too much inhaler. Now, this will wake me up. Cottery Sow out to Jerome Luai. Luai gives it to Dream Buller. Adam Dewey kicks it through. And it's going to be... Well done, Brian Tuttle. Oh, that's a penalty. That's stupid, Dewey. That's a penalty. So we Panthers penalty from their own 2. He's gotten out of the in goal. And then Dewey's picked him up and took him back in. Blazing of days. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I'm on the downward trajectory now. Unfortunately, Sundo, you are incorrect, my friend. You are incorrect. It's a Buck special Monday footy. He'll be here, mate. He'll be here, and if he doesn't win, he's going to get an absolute totaling. First tackle. It's going to be okay, Blaze, once you get that cheese popcorn on you. And when I get that cheese popcorn in, and I'm listening to great song. Reminds me of Hawaii. Get me back to Honolulu. Get me back to Honolulu. The hotel we stayed in Honolulu was so nice. At Waikiki Beach. Fourth tackle. It's pretty cool to say you've surfed in Hawaii too. Love that. Nathan Cleary gets crunched at the 50. That Panthers supporter needs to be there too. What Panthers supporter? Oh, no, please. Oh, that might be a penalty here to the Panthers. Yep, that's a penalty for mid-air tackle against Jerome Luai. And it's going to be a penalty from pretty much in front of the post here for the Panthers. And they're going to probably take this for a 2. So they're probably going to lead this game 12-10. And I actually disagree with this call. I don't think that should be a penalty. I think it's a great hit there from Luai. I think that's a ridiculous call. Luai, that's actually a perfect tackle there. Like, it really is. It's a perfect tackle. Tasman says, I'll also say that I was saying Boo Earns about a month ago with the whole Galvin situation. I'd never had the bloke. In fact, he might almost be better than Joey Johns. He's no Tina Fasil Malawi. That's a ridiculous call. The Panthers shouldn't be leading 12-10 here, but they're about to lead 12-10. Time it perfect. Like, that was a great hit. He wasn't in the air at that time, and it was just as the ball was coming out. What if they played the Telstra in the movies? They won't. The Thai movies, there is 15 minutes of movie advertisements, 15 minutes of general advertisements, which is mainly fast food here, and then there's a video of the Thai king and queen and family and stuff for 2 minutes where it tells you to stand up, and it might be like a minute and a half, but it's like a little snippet for Yeah, I don't know. What has happened to the Panthers? I don't know. At least they're not down by 36. Don't you ever come in and slap down the Titans ever again, Robbo? Because your team, you have no right to fucking talk down about the Titans, mother bish. As Gaines says, geez, Panthers got lucky with that penalty. Yeah, for sure. So 12-10 into the Panthers with 25 minutes to go here in the game. Buddy Dragons fans coming in yesterday talking smack. You got no room to talk smack, son. You are fraudulent central. So first tackle for the Panthers at the 13. I'll probably start up half an hour early for that Bulldogs-Tigers game tomorrow too. Luai's just done the old, you can wear the boots, but you'll never fill them to Lungy. Well, it is 12-10 right now, Penrith. But that definitely should not have been a penalty. It should still be 10-10, but officiating is always brilliant. Nathan, oh, geez, that was actually nice from Nathan Cleary, though, he was going to go for the 40-20 attempt. It was a great tackle from Apikotowi Sao, and he stopped himself from knocking it on and brought it back in. Robert says, Titans couldn't beat the Bronx or the Finns. At least we beat the Bronx. Yeah, but we also beat the Roosters. And what was the score between the Dragons and the Roosters? What was the score? Let me just quickly have a look here, Robbo. Let me go look at the score here. 46-18 Roosters. Yes, that was the only game that we care about. No other game matters. But you know, we can all play this game. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you are about 7th. Oh no, you're about 10th in the long line of losers, and we're actually first. We are first for being the worst. I'd rather be, if you're going to be bad, you're going to be the worst. I would rather be the worst than just be average bad. If I'm going to be bad, I want to be fucking bad. And that's what we're doing, mate. You got to get with the times. Tigers here, left-hand side. Here's a chance for the Tigers at the 13. And they'll be taking out the 5, fifth tackle. 4 pass anyway. Jay says, which one of the Brady bunch is he? No, Robbo's alright. Marcel says, when the Bears come in, will the finals be top 8 or 9? Okay, Marcel, I want you to explain to me how a top 9 finals works. I want you to explain to me right now. I want you to give me the rundown on how a top 9 final series works. How do you suggest a top 9 final series? How do you suggest that that works itself out? So third tackle now, top 11. Once they get to 20 teams, they'll do a top 10 for sure, but they're probably going to go conference route. Liam Martin is going to be 35 metres out here in the line, 4 tackle. Out to Nathan Cleary. Nathan Cleary, Dylan Edwards. Edwards up to Cleary. Cleary then to Talangi. Talangi quickly, and they're away. Panthers are away at the 10. 5, Luke Garner, 5th tackle. My brain just clocked off just then, and I felt like I was just watching the game without commentating. Nathan Cleary kicks his ball over into the corner. Brian Oh! It's knocked back, maybe. No, Tigers ball. I don't know what just happened. Knock on Tigers. Panthers ball at the 10. They can't challenge it either. Top 17 final series, actually. I like it. And I think that the team in 17 should always get the advantage of playing the grand finals. So it's just the other 16 teams. The other 16 teams play each other, and then whoever gets through goes and plays the team in 17th. So let's just go have a look at the team in 17th ladder right now. That would mean the Titans would be in the grand final. That would mean the Titans will be in the grand final. I'm here for it. I don't mind that option. All right, so 10 metres away here from the line. Brian To'o. Then he gets inside 5 metres out. First tackle. Off to Lindsay Smith, and he's going to be 3 metres away from the line. Second tackle. 20 minutes to go to the game. Still 12-10 to the Panthers. Hit that like button and subscribe. Mitch Kenny. He'll give it to Isaiah Yo. Isaiah Yo will be 4 metres out. Third tackle. Mitch Kenny fakes it right. Goes left. Moses Leota. He'll be 2 metres short of the line. Fourth tackle. Good defense in the Tigers at the moment. Mitch Kenny, short ball to Lindsay Smith. Oh, if he had to pass it to Nathan Cleary, he would have scored basically under the post, and that would have been a bit hard for the Tigers to come back from 8 down. Cleary might still score. No, he flicks it out to Grassy McGrath. Jeez, he's been in play today a lot. Isaiah Yo, he'll get across here to Casey McLean. McLean kicks it through. It's a good kick, actually, but Tarova will grab it, and he'll be 4 metres out here from his own line. Damn, the poll's at 51% right now, so that means it's pretty even in regards to the voting. Pretty even in regards to the voting. Who'll be the 20th team? I think a South Island New Zealand team will happen. But there is still the opportunity that the NRL go down the western corridor of Brisbane. I would say that it's probably going to be South Island New Zealand, though. Akash says, who's going to win? Can please someone confirm? Okay, hold on 1 second here, man. Let's just go to the let's just go to the crystal ball, because I got to confirm for you, not just give you my opinion, but confirm. I'm going to suggest come back in 20 minutes' time. We're currently busy right now watching the games. We don't know who's won yet. Can't confirm you who's won yet. But if you come back in about 20 minutes' time, I will be able to confirm for you who has won and who has not won. So first tackle now for the Panthers at the 25. Speaking of finals, how do we feel about the McIntyre system? Anyone here like that system? No, I much prefer the system now than that. First versus 8th is ridiculous. And then, like, first still gets a second chance, but, like, first versus 8th is ridiculous. Second versus 7th is ridiculous. 4th versus 5th was cool, and 3rd versus 6th was was cool, but first versus 8th and second versus 3rd was second versus 7th was just crazy stuff. Sometimes you'd see surprise results, but not much. Oh, you can confirm no one's won yet. Thank you, Olivia. Panthers here on 4th tackle. Jenkins. He's got a double already. He's 25 metres out. Can confirm the Raiders won. Yes. Akash, I can give you that. I can confirm that the Titans gave me an aneurysm. And Tigers pick it up here at the 3. And it's going to be a penalty here to the Panthers. I don't know. They may consider the 2 here. I don't think they do, but it would take it away from a 2-point field goal, and it would take it away from a penalty. It would force the Tigers to score a try if they do decide it. I don't think they do. I think they go for the try, but I'm just saying. Why advantages should be on the 1st and 2nd for the season. They're already getting a double chance regardless. They're getting a double chance regardless. So out to Isaiah Yo. Louis also makes it very simple in regards to matchups throughout the series. Second tackle, 5 metres out. Nathan Cleary passes it across into McLean. McLean's 3 metres away. I do think if the Panthers score a converted try, they'd probably just go on and win the game from there. Nathan Cleary off to Edwards. Edwards short ball, Liam Martin. And Martin's going to be 4 metres out. Off to Moses Leota. Leota looking for an offload. Can't get it. It'll be 5th tackle. 5 metres away. Howie in Cancun and ahead of me, who is close enough to the stadium. I'm in Thailand. McLean! And Jenkins will score his hat-trick. Thomas Jenkins will score his hat-trick. It is out in the wing, though, so it's a 6-point game. 16-10 with a kick to come from the wing. Kick to come from the wing. That is a great ball there from Case McLean. He's learned how to pass. Earlier on in the season, he didn't know how to pass to save his life, but that is a good pass there from Case McLean. And Thomas Jenkins with his 3rd try. What do you mean the child got a try? He's got 3 tries today, Daz. That's his hat-trick. That is his hat-trick today. Lucas says, if you're going to 1v8, no point any teams having double lives. I agree. I think if you're going to give the advantage of one playing the worst team in the finals, then yeah, take away double chance. Let's go all in. Let's go all in, baby. Let's just go all in. You're playing 8th place. You're playing the easy team in the final. Go all in. Slap it down. What are you, scared? You cats? I can also confirm the Roosters just scraped a win against the Bye. A very tight one. It was a tight one. It was a tight one. But it was a game at Suncorp Stadium. It was a home game for the Broncos in that Roosters versus Bye match. So 15 minutes to go to the game. If the Panthers can convert this, Nathan Cleary is a tough kick though. He's 2 from 3. The only one he's missed was from this exact position, and he's not going to miss him twice. So he will make it. It's 18-10 to the Panthers with 15 minutes to go. You didn't watch the first half, Bucko. Well, sorry, champ. Bucko. Pal. Kid. Sonny Jim. Champa. Well, that's his third try. That's his third try of the day. I don't know what that is in the chat. Oh my gosh. We've got some tie in the chat. What's happening? What does this mean? It means that is the Sydney Roosters, yes. No, that is the Sydney Roosters. You are right, DVD Smith. Righto, buddy. No worries, son. No worries, son. Second tackle now at the 24. Dude, I'm so tired. I don't even know if I'll go to the movies. I'm just so exhausted. Third tackle. And Mitch Kenny. He'll get this ball from the 35 to the 45 to the 50. Oh, no, Tigers. Don't throw it away from here. Don't throw it away too much from here. You've done well to keep this game close. Panthers haven't been exactly fantastic, but they're happy to take the 2 points. Nathan Cleary. Tigers will grab the ball at the 15. Hold on, I'm just messaging my Tigers, mate. My Tigers friend's been talking shit to me because obviously this is the first time in a long time the Tigers have been above the Titans, even though we've been bottom 4 for 3 years. It's the first time in a long time the Tigers have been above me. He's like, I can't hear you down there. Can't hear you down there. Oh, we're not in the bottom 4. Hey, well, welcome to the party, my friend. No, not Zach. Jay, not Zach. This one actually lives in... well, he lives in Canterbury. I think he's from Balmain. I can't remember. So the Tigers will be at the 45 fit tackle. This has been a very underwhelming game. Yeah, it's not been... Well, I don't think anyone was really expecting this to be the game of the round. It's 2 teams basically in the bottom 4. Man, wow, good take by Jenkins. Great take by Jenkins. And he'll bring this by to the 20 to the 25. Fantastic run. That guy with the possible 17k multi just needs a Liam Martin try, 14 minutes left. He probably would have cashed out, I reckon. Statistics, hey Blaze, what's up, man? Where are you these days? I'm in Thailand. Sawadee krap. I'm in the Thailand. Hua Hin. How is good old Jaipur? Blaze Talangi, he'll get this ball to the 45 on 4 tackle. Is Zach streaming right now, Jay? Is he live right now? Dylan Edwards, because I'll go into his chat. I'll go into his chat and talk shit when I have no reason to talk shit. I'll just do it just for the sake of it. I'll say, imagine losing to the Panthers. Imagine losing to third last. So I have no reason to talk shit, but it would just be funny if he was. Second tackle now at the 12. Stafford Toa. Getting up a little bit worse for Ware, but he's alright. Third tackle here at the 20. Latufonu is about to come onto the field here for the Tigers. I don't know why it's taken him so long, to be fair. 4 tackle now at the 25. Latu's the guy that they think is their next 6. And I agree, I think he is a good 6. 4 a.m. my time, he has a stream. 4 a.m. your time, oh, maybe the NBA is at Oklahoma versus Indiana. I think that's a knock-on from the Panthers there. No? It's play on. Oh, okay, no. Why wouldn't you just bring it back for a knock-on against Panthers? Why play the advantage when it was clearly going to come back for the Tigers? Drop a link to the chat. We'll all play a visit. Well, he's not live, apparently. It's not live. Lou Dark Fighters, personally, I don't even think Luai and this team would be much better. Everyone has been underwhelming this season for the Panthers. I think that they've gotten to a point where you've won 4 premierships in a row. You've been in 5 grand finals in a row. There's always going to be a drop-off. Look at Manchester City this year. They've won 4 Premier Leagues in a row, 6 out of the last 7 Premier League titles. They've one rough year, where they all fell off. They still came third. But the point is that, and only 3 points behind second. But the point is that teams are going to lose that hunger. And there are other teams with a lot more hunger. The Bulldogs haven't won since 2004. The Raiders haven't won since 95. The Storm haven't won since pretty much every year. The Warriors have never won. So, Yeah, a lot more teams are hungry right now. The hunger's gone from a lot of players. They've got nothing to prove anymore. I agree. But then again, there is a lot of players here who also haven't won the premiership with them. Out to Drum Luai. Luai across here. Dewey, there's a chance. There's a try for the Tigers on the wing. And they're back in it. The Tigers are alive. Jarrell Skelton will score and bring it to a 4-point game with a kick to come from the wing. 4-point game with a kick to come from the wing. 10 minutes to go here of the game. Okay, we might have a super duper finish coming up here. Get the conversion, you're down by 2. Miss the conversion, you're down by 4. 10 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Yeah, Toby Stevens, I have been watching the hockey. The Stanley Cup has been amazing this year. Yeah, Edmonton versus Florida. It's been a great first two games. Cleary needs to go overseas, have kids. He's almost done it all. What? No. 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 I'm not. No. Cleary needs to go overseas, have kids. He's almost done it all in NRL. It just has to get old and coach. Cleary is not going overseas. It's just not happening. He's only like 26, 27, 26, 25. How old is he? There's a big kick here. Nathan Cleary age. 27 years old. He's still got plenty of time left in his career, man. As a Panthers fan, it would be refreshing seeing someone else win. We had a good run, though. Yeah, someone else whose name isn't the Melbourne Storm or the Sydney Roosters. Yes, I agree. Bulldogs, Raiders, Warriors, it would be great. Any of those three. All right, so Adam Dewey from the sideline. He will miss the kick, so it stays a 4-point game with 9 minutes to go here in the game. He will miss the kick. There is a 4-point game on offer here with 9 minutes left. Who wins it from here? Let me know in the chat. Comment in the chat right now. Who wins it from here? He's 9 years left at DCE. Yeah, he's only a decade younger than DCE. Only a whole decade. Edmonton are the King's father. Why would you even say that, Daz? You're just insulting your own team at this point. I'm just trying to figure out where the Blackhawks are. Why are the Blackhawks not playing in the Stanley Cup finals? Yeah, that's my biggest question mark. Why are the Blackhawks not there? Still trying to look for Chicago in the NBA finals and the NHL playoffs. So first tackle now for the Tigers, and they're going to be 15 minutes out from their own line. Gets it out here to the 20 on second tackle. They don't have long, but they've got to do it quick. Out across to the 30 on third tackle. The Clears should go take the Bears to the top. The Clearies. You shut your dirty. You nearly get a timeout for that. You nearly get a timeout for suggesting that. Fourth tackle now for the Tigers. Jerome Luai at the 45. Now they're at the 40. Fifth tackle. I hope Trent Barrett ends up being the head coach alongside Mal Meninga. Just let's do duo. Do duo head coaches there, Mal Meninga and Trent Barrett. I reckon that'll be fun. Oh, Edwards will get it. Damn, that was a big kick and a good chase through there from the Tigers. That's a pound. No, but Penrith with the ball. They'll be at the 13 on second tackle. I reckon the Tigers have this one. They have the momentum right now to close it. I know, I still think the Panthers win, but at least they've shown a little bit something to get back into the game. I wouldn't say there's any momentum right now. If they had forced something there, then sure, the momentum would have been massively in Tigers' favour, but I wouldn't say there's necessarily a great deal of momentum at the moment. So fourth tackle, they give it off here to Dylan Edwards, and Edwards will get to the ball to the 40. Have lost to Edmonton the first round 4 straight years. The insults are deserved. Oh, fair enough. Damn. I didn't even know that. All right, so out to the left-hand side now for Jarrell Skelton, and he'll get this ball to the 25 on first tackle. 7 minutes to go here of the game. Whoever loses this game is in the bottom 4. And whoever wins this game is still pretty much going to be just outside the bottom 4, but it keeps them in touch with that that top 8 battle. It does. Third tackle now at the 42. 6:42 to go. Kotoi Sau all the way across to Luai. Luai, Dream Buller. Haven't seen Dream Buller do too much here today. Still 52%. in the poll for the Penrith Panthers. Still 52%. Fit tackle at the 45. Jerome Luai. Think back to last year. Do you think a poll between the Panthers and the Tigers would have had that close of a poll? Oh! Tigers catch it! Ah! That is one of the best try-saving tackles I think I've ever seen in my life. That might potentially be the best try-saving tackle I've ever seen in my life. That potentially is the best try-saving tackle I've ever seen in my life from Sorensen. How on earth has he stopped him from scoring that? That is absolutely insane. The Tigers catch it. They're 1 meter away. How has he stopped that? That is crazy. Second tackle here, 18 metres out from their own line. I've heard them getting trash talked. You're getting trash talked, alright, but you might have 5.5 minutes to save your bacon here, Real Fan Sports, because otherwise, welcome back to the bottom 4 dribbler brigade, my friend. Welcome back to the dribbler squad if you can't find a way to win this. Fourth tackle here at the halfway point for the Panthers. I can't believe the Tigers didn't score just then. That was an incredible try-saving tackle. Isaiah Yeo, 44 metres out, fit tackle. Mitch Kennedy off to Nathan Cleary. And Nathan Cleary down to the corner. Panthers chase it. Liam Martin. Liam Martin lets him take it. A real Tigers fan would have been here all game. Yeah, it's a good point, Jay. Get into him. Get into the old Zach. Get into the old Zach. Big old Zach. Tigers get this ball out to the right. And they're away. They're away. Oh, Savatoa nearly gets through, but he'll be taken out to 35 first tackle. Second tackle, sorry. I thought that looked like a hip drop, but regardless, great time from Sorensen. I think you're drunk. Adam Dewey. He'll be at the 45 now. Mr. Sports face. All the way across, there's not... Jeez, Terrell May nearly broke through. The momentum is definitely now in the Tigers' favour, mind you. But they've only got 4:17 to go. 4 minutes left. Heath Mason. Jeez, they just keep threatening to make that little breakthrough. Fit tackle. Out to Luai. And that kick is not as good as his previous one. That should be... Oh, it actually is pretty good! Shareem Bullett's going to grab it! Panthers get the ball again. The Tigers just can't get it. I don't understand. Like, this is insane how the Panthers are holding on here. They are so lucky. The Panthers are so lucky. One from great defense from Scotty Sorensen, but also that one just then has come off the back of the Tigers catching it, throwing it back, and then Dream Bullet catches it, throws it back, and it goes straight to Edwards. Very lucky. Very lucky. 4 tackle, 3:37 to go here of the game. A pretty average game for the most part has turned into an absolute bolter this last 5 minutes. 40-20 attempt here from Cleary. 40-20 attempt here from Cleary. Nobody will get to the 10. Never seen an intercept like that. Well, Bullet threw it straight to him. First tackle now, 25 metres out from their own line. Off to Dream Buller, then to Jerome Luai. Luai all the way across. They got space here, maybe. No, taken down to the 25. Adam Dewey, 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go here. Second tackle. Not reading that comment out, Jake. Tigers out to Luai. Luai to Jack Bird. And Jack Bird will get this ball now to the 25 on third tackle. They skip Terrell May. They give it to Heath Mason. Then off to Stafford Toa. Toa steps in and great defense from Case McLean. He's been good. Not going to be pinning that one, Jay. Not going to be pinning that one. Heath Mason to Jerome Luai. Luai kicks it through here for Jack Bird, is it? Not exactly the player that I'd be necessarily kicking the ball through. I can think of a lot more players here on this Tigers team that I've been looking to get the ball through for. But 2 minutes 20 to go here at the game. First tackle for the Panthers at the 40. The Tigers will get one more full complete set. And that's probably about it, actually. Maybe one tackle at the end of the Panthers' final set. Realistically, they're only getting one full complete set. Third tackle, I give it to Talangi. Yeah, Talangi, and it'll be 4 tackle, 25 metres out, minute 55 to go here. All right, Tigers, your time is now. 35 metres out, Nathan Cleary. And he'll be taken back again at the 35, 5th tackle. If they got a penalty, they'd love that. They'd just take it out to the 6-point game. All right, so up it goes into the corner. This should be an easy one here for Dream Buller, and he does get it. Rolls away from 1, now taking down 10 metres out. A minute and a half to go. You get the game. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. 1 minute and a half to go. 18-14 Panthers. Now second tackle here for the Tigers. Appy Cotteris out to right. Heath Mason, minute 16 left. Third tackle. They need to be doing more than this. Third tackle. They're only 24 metres away from their own line. Like I said, they may get one tackle max potentially. Good offload. Offload again. Offload again. Jerome Luai at the 25. They're still just flicking the ball around. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. No, they've said it's backwards. This is awful from the Tigers. 52 seconds left now to the game. 48 seconds left. Fourth tackle. Tigers get it across at their own 25. This is an awful set here from the Tigers. Oh, he's lost the ball. That's a knock on. That's a knock on there from the Tigers. You've also got no challenge, and that is the end of the game. You have just absolutely had one of the worst attacking sets I've seen in my life. That set just then from the Tigers was dreadful. Dreadful, dreadful. Like, dreadful, dreadful. Dennis is what I just see. I don't know what that was just then. I don't know what that was. Oh, wait, who's challenging this? Who's challenging this, though? Did they say Panthers knock on? So this has to be a Panthers challenge, because the Tigers don't have a challenge. Did he call Panthers knock on or Tigers knock on? Is this a Panthers challenge? I think Fayunu is throwing the ball backwards, and then Sorensen is also knocking the ball backwards. That's going to be a knock on there. Oh, they're saying that's them backwards. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, so Scott Sorensen plays the ball, so that's the game. Challenge is successful. I thought that he just said that it was the Tigers knock on. Well, there you go. Up to Panthers. Jinwoo says. Jim James says he called Panthers. So the Panthers with this win will go from an illustrious 15th all the way up to an illustrious 13th, and the Tigers with this loss, luckily they don't lose by the 7th, so they will stay above the Knights. They only need to lose by 7 to go below the Knights, but they have only lost by 4 unless the Panthers find a way of scoring this last 30 seconds. But they're not even going to try. They are only 1 point outside the 8 here, Penrith. The equal 7th is Dolphins, Broncos, Manly, Roosters, St. George, and also the Rabbitohs. That's crazy how many teams are there. 14 seconds left here. But the Panthers are 1 spot outside the 8 considering their season. Not that these last couple of games have been too fantastic, but 4 seconds left of the game. Third tackle. And that, my friends, is going to be the game over. The Panthers will get the W, which puts them 1 spot outside of the 8. The Tigers are back amongst the dribble brigade at the bottom 4, unfortunately. They gave it a good crack. They just couldn't get it over the line. But yeah, to the person that commented earlier that wanted to confirm who won, it was the Panthers. The Panthers did win this game, yes. I can confirm that for you. 18-14. Now, guys, do not forget, tomorrow there is another game. I know this is Sunday, and usually this is when we finish it up, but tomorrow there is another game. It's the Bulldogs versus the Parramatta Eels. I don't remember that one. They said Tigers again. Bulldogs versus the Eels at the Core Stadium, which is going to be a game the Bulldogs need to win to go back into the top of the table. The Eels, if they lose by about 90, will go into last. So, Dogs, can you do a favour? Just one little favour, please. Real fan sports can't catch a break. Mate, listen, I have no reason or no ability to talk shit as I'm a Titans fan, but I need to make fun of somebody else to make me feel better right now. But alright, guys, I appreciate you as per usual. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for the Bulldoggy Doggy versus the Parramatta Squeals. And yeah, I'm going to go and chill out for a bit. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you later. You're still scammers, sharks. You're still massive scammers. You're still massive, massive scammers. See ya. Massive.